Welcome back to the Chammy, the only crazy Chammy on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard from a haunted chick like me with really, really, really the cutest dogs ever. So tonight I'm doing yes, no, maybe so, sometimes why kind of free questions for the first 15 minutes. And then Molly and I are going to do the ESTES method and the paid readings will commence. If you have not been to this channel yet and you found us when we are not live, go ahead and skip to the end for the free collective message. I always try to do a free collective message at the end of the live so that anyone and everyone who maybe came by, got a reading, didn't get a reading, maybe found us when we were not live, can get a free reading if that's what you are looking for. So yes and no for the first 15 minutes. And then we're going to go into doing a little bit of ghost hunting and ESTES method, which we haven't done in a while with the spirit box. Hey, Divine Empress, sorry, how are you tonight? Welcome back to the Chammy. Nice to see you. Spirit, what does she need to know about that right now? What does Divine Empress Ari need to know? Will her future spouse be different from her type? Spirit says yes in this reversed 5 of Pentacles. Hope that helps. Don't forget to like the live. Hope that helps. Keep me updated. Thanks so much for the like, babe. I appreciate it. You might be. You know, I'm not necessarily attracted to what I was attracted to even 5 years ago, so. Well, it's one question. Only one question. So I just combined the answer for both your questions. You're not entitled for me to answer both, but I am entitled to answer your question in any way that I want to. Why? Because it's my Chammy, it's my rules. So, first of all, you have to think of the logic of your question. Will the person that's my future spouse still be attracted to me, even though, you know, they might not be my type? Well, and will I be attracted to them? Well, first of all, you wouldn't get into the situation if it wasn't attractive at all, would you? I mean, would you slap a piece of rotten meat in your mouth? That doesn't sound really attractive, does it? Or food for you that was going rotten. So when you think about the ideas of what you want in a relationship, you know, what you're hopeful for in a relationship, and the difference between that and what you think you can and can't have. You know, I know that the questions can get, you know, they can get all boggled up in your head, making you think that, okay, so maybe the person that I'm supposed to be with, you know, isn't really supposed to be as, like, totally my type, but, you know, you just never know. I'll be real honest. You can ask all day long. All day long, you can ask the tarot card all day long about, you know, your future spouse, what to look forward to, what not to look forward to. I mean, I could think of 10,000 questions just while we sit right here. And at the end of the day, I mean, really think about the logic of it. You're not going to go into something that feels unattractive with someone who feels unattractive to you. That'd be like eating a rotten sandwich. That would be eating like a burned piece of broccoli. You know, that would be eating like, or drinking, you might as well drink the sewer water. And I don't think you're going to be drinking the sewer water in your relationships. So it actually is a second question. Somebody who, if you know anything about grammar, you know anything about English, will my future spouse be different from my type? That's a question. You can put a paragraph there all you want, but it's still a question. You didn't use grammar correctly and put a question mark. And then, see, you have to be careful with your grammar. Because I'm sorry, but it's two questions in one. If you want to argue about it, you can with me. Or you can just accept the answer and take it with you, that life is a bag of tricks. And, it is what it is. And your thoughts and your feelings and from within is what's going to show up around you. So if you are thinking that, your future spouse is going to be different from your type, then that's what's going to happen. But still physically attractive to you, then that's what's going to happen. If you think that that's not two questions, will my future spouse be different from my type, but still physically attracted to me? It's two questions in one. I'm sorry. If you were to correctly write it in English, if you were going to write a book, I'm sorry, but this is the way you would write it in perfect English and grammar, okay? Or you could write it like this. Will my next blah, 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 blah you could, but you're still asking a question. There's a pause there in your English. There's a pause there in your grammar. So don't come here and ask me two questions in one. And then ask me, tell me that it's not two questions. I'm not stupid. Please don't treat me like it. Okay, that hurts my feelings. Okay, so it's not part of questions. It's two questions mixed into one with poor grammar. This is how English was taught to me. I'm just telling you that that's how English is, how I read English. It does look like it. I know that you aren't trying to make it two questions. That's not the issue here. There is no issue here regarding that. But if somebody who is, I could take the question to my best friend who's an English teacher, and she would tell you the same thing. So do you think that my next person will be attracted to me? That's a question, not a statement, not a paragraph. Okay, but still attractive to me. So you asked the question and I answered yes. So if it's one question, why are you feeling that I need to validate if you're going to be attracted to him if it's one question? See what I'm saying? So the logic of it to me is like so far out there. I gave you the answer. I hope it helps you. What's going to show up is what's going on within you, what you truly believe. Okay? What you truly feel is natural. So if you suddenly become attracted to somebody who has bad teeth, bad hair, and looks like Pigpen, okay, and they treat you real good, take care of you, love you, everything you want in a man, Go marinate on that. Could you love an ogre? I could. So if you're attracted to it, there might be things that you become attracted to them that don't necessarily have to be anything regarding your type. Sometimes two people are put together, they've never met each other, they're forced to get married, and they make a life together that is amazing. Or two people decide to get married, and the wife dates her dildo, and the husband dates, his video games, or whatever it is that takes his mind off the fact that his partner is more interested in an inanimate object than him. So really think about the logic. Think about the logic, Divine Empress Ari. Will I be attracted to a person that's not my type? I don't know. Spirit says you will. But, at the same time, it's like I prefer cherry Kool-Aid over grape any day. Just because there's Kool-Aid on the table doesn't mean I'm going to drink it if it's grape, just because I like Kool-Aid too. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Raisa, how are you, dear? Are you currently, Raisa, with said partner? Texas. Hey, you and Molly should get together on Xbox. She plays Xbox all the time, dear. She's going to be here in a minute for a live ESTES method. I'm just telling you, Sun Empress Ari, I've been there. Got the t-shirt in the closet, won't wear it again. Yes, Raisa, especially if, sorry, my cards are stuck together. Raisa, they will like your partner, okay? Especially the more they get to communicate with them, talk with them, get to know them in this Page of Swords, okay? Keep looking at what's good, all right, dear? So it's a good thing, Divine Empress Ari, that this person that you might be talking about that's not your type but still attractive, it's a good thing that you're not with someone like that right now. And if you have run into someone like that, I clearly am letting you know that trauma bonding is not going to get you anywhere with somebody. Getting into a relationship with someone that doesn't really do it for you is really not going to do it for you. Okay? You might decide one day you don't want to have whatever it is your idea is of a partner, and that you want to settle for someone that maybe isn't your type. Me, I just refuse. If I have to go into adulthood lonely and single and dating my teddy bear, oh well. I'm not gonna sit around and settle for Pigpen. Maybe a Shrek, but not a Pigpen. Okay? Just no. Sorry. All right, free readings are closed. No, you didn't come off rude. It's just I want to make sure that you understand that someone like me reads that as two questions wrapped into one, knowing that you did not mean for it to be one question into one. Went ahead and answered it as one question. But still, you must know that, you know, the way I feel about it and the way my logic is about it, I start to think about these questions these people ask me, and then I'm kind of like, is that what you want? You want someone that's not really your type? How about someone that is outside of the box, but is your type? So we're going to go ahead and do an ESTES method now. I'm going to go ahead and get Molly on the phone, put the spirit box on my head, and we're just going to see what we find and who we can find to talk to, and see what happens. Free readings are closed. No, if you want to really get that question answered, you can pay for it. It's only $1 card. Also, we have $5 taco box, $5, 3 questions, 5+ cards. Also, I'm pretty sure you already know the answer to that question since you are the operant power of your life. I don't really need a tarot card to tell you yes. So if that's something that you want, it's yours, poof. I'm waving my magic banana wand. Okay, so just stay focused on what you want, because the cards aren't going to do it for you. Okay, if I pulled the card right now and it said no, would you piss yourself? No, you keep trying to marry the person you want to marry. So don't settle for less. Okay, just stay focused on wanting to marry your boyfriend. Ask them to marry you if you're serious. If you love him, better put a ring on it. Instead of being like, I want him to ask me instead. Just ask him. Because obviously you want to marry this person. I wouldn't wait for some other bitch to put a ring on it. Hey, Liz, how are you, babe? I hope you're feeling better. Did you have a good day? I'm okay. I'm all right. I've just been working 13 hours and getting ready to do an ESTES method with Molly. I'm good. Glad you had a good day. Let's see where Molly is. Hey, Pammy, how are you, dear? Welcome back to the Chammy. Hey, you okay? Okay, cool. I'm just going to put the batteries in the spirit box. I'll be right back. Okay, I got you on speakerphone. I got Molly on the phone.
Okay.
I'm just going to go turn the lights out, okay?
Okay.
The spirit box already sounds pretty active. So here's the thing about the ESTES method, in case there's anybody here who might not know what the heck is happening. Put the REM pod on. REM pod, spirit, if there's any good spirits in the vicinity in the area who want to speak to us or let us know they're here, please touch the REM pod. So an ESTES method is where I put a blindfold on, I put headphones on the spirit box. I can't hear anybody. I can't read chat. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the questions. I just try to hear what voices are coming out of the spirit box. And I'll say the words. So I don't know if Molly has any questions prepared, but
not really.
Can y'all hear her? Can y'all hear Molly? Say something, Molly.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Wow, what's going on with that REM pod? It's going crazy. Oof. Okay, cool. So Pam can hear you. I'm guessing everyone else could probably hear you too.
I paused the live so I don't get echo.
Okay, cool. So I don't know where we left off the last time we did an ESTES method, but I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set a timer. And maybe just ask what comes to mind. If there's any questions that anybody has in the chat, maybe ask their questions. I'm setting a timer now. All right, I'm putting my mask on and putting the other headphone on my ear. I'll let you know when I'm READY.
Okay.
I'm going to skip this ad. I don't know why that's happening. Okay, so let's test it to make sure I can't hear anything that you're saying.
Okay. Can you hear me? Hey, Dollface, we're going to do the ESTES method thing.
Okay, I'm ready when you guys are. I can't hear anything or see anything except the spirit box and the mask.
Go ahead. If y'all have questions, just type them. I'll catch them as you send them. Sorry about the yawning. I'm tired.
It's okay.
Okay, Spirit. It's been a long time since we've talked. A lot has changed.
Helping. Atlanta.
Helping.
Hello.
I'm here. I'm here, Spirit.
What is it? This is really creepy. Jack.
I don't think two of us have had weird things happen to us today.
We are live
Anybody
again.
want to ask
How do they say these sentences? It's so weird.
Anybody else want to ask Spirit a question?
Hello.
Spirit, do you have any messages for us?
There's more. More.
Do you have any messages you'd like to speak?
11:30.
It's almost 11:30 for time. That's weird. That's interesting.
Run. It's fine.
Who are we talking with, Spirit? What's your name?
Yeah. Morbid.
Why did you say 11:30? Watch the timer goes off at 11:30. That would be crazy.
It turned into
Spirit, do you have any messages for us? You're quiet tonight, Spirit.
We did one time. A couple of hugs.
Spirit, can you give us a name of who you are?
Hey. We don't want to go away. Spirits. We feel stuck here. Wow.
Are you stuck between the world of the living and the
devil.
dead, Spirit? Trying to pass over?
Electromagnetic. Not a thing. And always. We don't know. Hi. Pretty. We're trying to connect. Give us an opening.
How many are there of you trying to talk?
Like, is there a dog? Or is something touching me? Okay, it's a dog.
Spirit, do you have any messages for anybody?
This whole thing. The supply. It just said the name Lori. It said the name Addison. It said all grown-ups.
I guess it's talking about people who aren't here.
I want you to show me. All around.
Interesting.
Let's make a point. Can you help me? Remember, okay, so it said Addison's name again. It said, remember Addison. Like, I wonder if she's sleeping and having a dream or something about Addison. No, I know Addison's aunt just passed away. I'm going to slow down the frequency. Wine.
Spirit, was that a message for Addison? That we need to tell her whenever she comes back?
It just said, listen, go forward. So go forward on the land.
Is there any way we can help you, Spirit? Do you need us to
Spirit.
help you with anything?
Just said the Spirit. There is hope. Look for it. Nobody can help them. Not even Spirit.
Why are you saying nobody
if you can help
can't
me,
help, Spirit? What are you saying that for?
Yes. Perhaps. It just said that your mother's going to live to be 94. What?
Maybe it was talking about my mom. I don't know.
I'm just conveying any messages that I might hear, okay? They might mean something to someone. I don't know. What was her name? College? Somebody in college? Something about dropping out?
Sounds like me.
Hey. Unraveling analogies. We come here identical to you. You want to try me? What is this?
Trying to get the screen on so I can see messages.
Harmony. Do you mind? Let's go to sleep. All items. I think I hear the alarm.
I think I do too. That's crazy. Okay, Chloe, you want to hear something crazy? It said 11:30 and it's 11:28.
Wait, really? It says 11:30 on my clock.
Yeah.
So it says
11:30 on the spirit box.
That is so weird.
That
So
was weird.
you know what's interesting about the Jack thing, Liz, is that when I moved into this house, that name was carved in the floor where I'm sitting on. And then not too long ago, when I went to that secret potluck, like I just ran into a potluck the neighborhood was having, and they invited me in for French vegetable soups and snacks. They said that somebody who used to run the Mill Village, who was like important in the community that kind of started everything here, his name was Jack, that started the ghost hunting tours and ghost hunting stuff. So I don't know, maybe the ghosts know that person well. So I thought to myself, maybe that's why the spirit box always says Jack, because it's not like we're talking about, it's not like anybody talks about a Jack around here. But the neighbors who have been here for a long time did talk about this person, Jack, that was important to the Mill Village community in starting some of this ghost hunting stuff.
That's interesting. And cool.
It is. So did anything make sense for anybody?
Not really. It was kind of a mixed bag, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I noticed something over the last year. When it gets really chilly outside, there's something about it being cold that makes them either talk a lot or not talk at all. Make sense or not make sense at all. I notice when it's warmer, though, they're very, very active, even more so than ever. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I mean, I'll still stick around.
Okay, honey. I'm just going to put the lights on real quick so it's not as creepy to anything. I also found out something interesting about YouTube, you guys. So you know how like when I'll go like live multiple times a day, more than 3 times a day. So the reason that some of you don't get the notifications, even if you've added the bell button so that you get all notifications, is YouTube doesn't even put out more than 3 notifications per channel you subscribe. So like I noticed that one of my videos, the Jumping the Matrix video, never got pushed out. No one ever got notifications for it because I put out too many videos that day for YouTube to put out the notifications. So I'm really rethinking my YouTube after learning that. And I wish they would have told me that sooner. I mean, I'm going to write like the book of YouTube secrets if somebody hasn't already. YouTube for sillies. YouTube for stoners. YouTube for dummies. YouTube for hippies. I would be the dummy. I feel pretty dumb with all the things they could tell you, but they don't until you actually get monetized. Hey, Dollface Steven, how are you, dear?
Hey, you want to tell everybody about your crazy prediction and how it fucking came true today?
Okay, sure. So, not too long ago, I had predicted that a friend of hers, company that they work for, would cease to exist. Like they would be totally taking a part of their corporation and shutting it down in a specific city. And she called me this morning and she's like, "Are you psychic? It happened." YouTube for beginners. Yes, Liz, YouTube for beginners.
There's more to it too. Just tell them the whole thing.
No, you tell them.
Oh, okay, guys. So
You
a bunch of y'all know I used to date a guy named Lawrence. We both work in the aviation industry. I follow an aviation news channel on Facebook, and this morning they put out a breaking news story that his airline, I'm not going to name it, but it is one of United's, his airline is ceasing Denver operations. And Chloe had mentioned this a couple of months ago, too, back to the time when we were dating, that this would happen. And now the 2 bases he's got to choose from are either Washington, D.C. or Houston. And I live in Houston.
And I guess I just, I want him to go back to Houston because I want him to be with Molly.
I'm kind of still shocked. I'm still kind of trying to process that whole thing. And I don't talk to him, so I don't know what's going to happen next. I really don't. I don't know if he's going to end up basing here. I have a way to check internally to see whenever it does get updated.
I think it'll be Houston because I think it'll be more work for him.
I think it's going to be Houston. I think it will be too. I think it's going to be Houston, but we could be wrong. But he may not choose here because of me and a couple other girls he's dated. So.
Well, that's interesting.
It kind of makes me wish that everything had started. It kind of makes me wish that I had waited till this year to contact them again and let everything start over. So.
Don't contact if it's gonna trigger you.
No, I'm gonna let this play out. It's gonna be a couple months before they make that switch. But I'm just gonna see what happens from here. All right, I'm gonna get off the phone.
All right, sweetheart, love you. Thank you so much for the fun. I appreciate it. Well, that was fun. We haven't done that in a really long time. Maybe like a couple months. It's been like maybe since Halloween. Since we, but yeah, that's a good question. Like a message from Jack's spirit. So I'm going to go ahead and put the spirit box on through the speaker in a moment. And maybe we can ask that question, Liz, and see what kind of information we can find out. $5 for 3 questions. Please see description. I'm just trying to put up a new pinned comment since the ghost hunting thing is over. Have I told you people I love you today? Divine Empress Zari, if you're still there, please don't settle for less than what you want. Okay? Yes, you could be attracted to somebody that is not your type. Okay? Happens to us all the time. But, and yes, they could be very attracted to you too. But don't settle for less, okay, people? And we haven't done this in like forever, Pam. And I always love to especially do those when Molly comes to visit. But it's also really fun to do it on the laptop when I have these lives. So, like, if Lizzie want to call in and do one with us one night, Dollface, Pam, Laura did one not too long ago, but it wasn't an ESTES method. It was just getting on the spirit box and talking. One of the first ESTES method we ever did was the one that Liz and I did at my Halloween birthday in 2022. Oh yeah. Hook me up with that CBD cream and let Pam let me know too what it is, and I am, so I can send it to Pam. I mean DM on Instagram. I bet. I love it already because I made a whole lot of my CBD self, but I'm like on my last jar after the last couple years, and I don't see myself making it anytime soon since everything's packed. I'm ready to go. Well, they sent you a free candy. That's so cool. Oh no, Pam, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, wish I could make you feel better, Pam. Sometimes we make mistakes and we have to forgive ourselves for them. And then sometimes, we do things because we think it's right for us at the time we did it, only to realize later how many levels of, I feel like that all the time about the decisions I've made with my relationships, with my life, with my career, with, like, I should have never come back to Atlanta. I should have stayed in LA. Or I should have gone a detour back to Nashville. And I literally beat myself up over it every day. It's the biggest fucking mistake I've ever made in my whole life. And I'm in a freaking mood about it every day, to be honest. So I really know how you feel. I mean, probably I probably could compare it to what you're going through, and only that way. I can't imagine what you're going through, though, right now. Because I'm pretty sure what my scenario is different on many levels. I'm going to have to do some hardcore researching. Well, I feel like anything that I think anything can be fixed. Anything is possible, Pam. So there's got to be a way to fix whatever it is you're talking about. Got to be. I hear a little bug buzzing around. Oh, it's a stink bug. Hey, cutie pie. Yeah, maybe you should just hang out up there on the curtain. You feel like you're doomed big time. Yeah, I know it was dive bomb in the light over there. Okay, so what kind of is there anything you can talk to your daughter about? That's unfortunate. I like to make my dad feel like he can talk to me about anything. Anything. Even if he has to talk to me about his prostate. Like, I know that sounds stupid and crazy and wrong, but, I want to make sure my parents okay. And that if they feel that way, then I'm right there and I got their back. Well, okay, if you want to send me an email and you feel comfortable talking to me about it in an email, then go ahead. But if you could also maybe think about, okay, so if you can't talk to your daughter about it, is it something that you can fix by talking to somebody in your community, or even, nobody's stolen from you, have they, Pam? If you need someone to talk to, I'd be happy to listen or read. But there has to be a way to fix, see if I can cancel it or fix it. So you would have to call somebody to cancel or fix it. Oh, okay. All right. Well, email me. You are not. There's no such place. Stop that. You're a comedian. You're not going anywhere bad. I better change the title before people think they can come in here and ask me 3 questions in one. Well, if you're going to hell, see you there. Oh, you're not going to hell, Pam. I'm sorry. I don't believe in hell. I don't believe in hell. I don't believe in the devil. I don't believe in Satan. I cannot allow myself to think I'm pure thoughts that might make me decide to do something that I, wouldn't be comfortable doing had I not or had been influenced by, goat head on a man's body. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and email me. You're not going to hell. Everything can be fixed. There's got to be a way to fix it. Man, I think someone's cooking a steak in the house. It smells so gross. I hate it. So I don't know if you're there, Divine Emperor, sorry. But here would be how you would correctly type your question. Well, here's one of the ways that you could format what you said so it would be one question instead of looking like two questions. I mean, will my future partner be physically attracted to me, comma, even if they are different from my usual type? You could also write it like this. This is a little bit more common. Is it one or two questions at this point? Your answer was yes for your question. And the point is, the logic behind it all is the answer was yes. So hope that helps. Hey, what was the commercial? If you're still there, I'm just curious. Oh, that's okay. All right. I'm curious what kind of commercials they're putting on my feed. I'm nervous. I don't want any old farts who are talking about ridiculous shit like their campaigns or their thoughts and things about yeah, I just don't want any political ads on. I don't want any political ads. So if you see any political ads, you let me know so that I can stop them from happening on my channel. I won't be having it. I wonder if you still have the option to pick the kind of commercials too. I'll have to check that out. But I still think that you have the capability to pick the kind of, commercials you want to watch. Not watch per se, but the kind of commercials that are being advertised on your channel. I love this red hair, but I might have to go back to blue. Yay, smoking a bowl. That's always nice. I never get to do that anymore. I smell food cooking, and I'm just going to go and check out what's going on. I might even end the live because it's so quiet now. I'm not even sure if anybody will come by at this time. And I hope whoever is cooking is watching their food. It really smells like someone's cooking and burning their food. Good night, sweetheart. Yeah, I guess I'll just do a free collective message, and then, because I do want to go to bed. It's pretty late here. It's supposed to be warm tomorrow, and I'd like to be a little bit more active. Get the house opened up and get some fresh air in here. Bathe the dogs, because they need it. Oh, and the heart's blocking your comment. Ready to put something on here. It went blank. Weird. Yeah, I thought maybe it. I was wondering if maybe it went haunted on you. I'm just going to do a free collective message. And I think I'm going to